Hello, everyone. It is good to be back. My hand totally wasn't shaking as I, switched scenes because I'm that nervous. That's totally not a thing that happened. Anyway, hi. It's good to see you all here. I'm glad to be back. I want to, first of all, thank Connor and Stout Out and Roxas for redeeming first, second, and third. And oh gosh, I didn't have anything, prepared to say when I came back to greet you all with. I have, a few things that I want to talk about in mind before, I jump into Minecraft. But, given that this is my first time back, I am understandably excited and nervous. But as you can see, looking at my screen, there have been a lot of updates that I've made. I have a new talk sprite, new background made from scratch, bunch of new, assets and junk, and you may have been able to see, in, the channel point redeems, I have a ton of new redeems. So, I'd like to go over all of those first, because I do have, infinite points, so I can kind of demonstrate all of them. So, you all have seen, first, second, and third. That's basically just, free shout-out to whoever gets first, second, and third on the stream. So, a little bit of incentive to redeem those whenever you, come to a stream early. Let's see. The water break redeem has been updated. There is a cooldown for it, I believe every 15 minutes. Oh man, I think I turned down the volume of M.E.C.H.A a little too much. I'll have to go back and increase that volume. Yo! That's the rarest one, and that's awesome. You got the rarest one. Congrats. But give me a chance. Give me half a chance to go through the damn redeems and stuff and to show y'all how they work. We just started. So, let me see. Might as well see if I can yeah, I don't know if I can increase the volume of M.E.C.H.A right away. As far as I'm aware, it's on, max volume in OBS, but I still barely heard it. That sucks. But, yeah, I will fix that in the future. That is part of this whole thing. So, as I was saying, the water redeem got a bit of an update, so I'm gonna go ahead and redeem that now. It drops a water bottle on my desk, and it stays there for, about a minute or so. I'll go ahead and drink up since I did, in fact, redeem the thing. But yeah, that's a new thing for the water redeem, and something that I made a whole frickin' bunch of are avatar outfit redeems, or just avatar changing redeems. So I'm going to go in the order that I see them on the Twitch thing. So starting off, I am an autism creature now. And, yeah, whenever I open my mouth, it makes little confettis kind of appear behind me. Thank you for the pet. Thank you for the pet. But yeah, any of these, avatar changing redeems can last for either 3 minutes or until the next, avatar changing redeem is made. So, y'all can kind of, try to beat each other out and see whose outfit change or avatar change like reigns supreme. In addition to the autism creature, I also have
Simp.
a simp sticky note, which is great for whenever I'm thirsting for like any given character on stream. There is also and that will happen every time this redeem in particular is redeemed. There are a few, like, sound effects that happen with some of these. But, yeah, another one is...
Kitty Doggo.
It just gives me, the ears and the whiskers and stuff as, like, neon. And I think that looks pretty cool. I have, for when I'm being a little bit of a silly goose, I have a clown outfit. Also great for whenever I stream the Freak Circus again in the future. Maybe Kingdom of Marionettes or one of those other yandere, like, jester clown games that's popular right now. If I'm ever EB and Neebies to Sleeby, I also have a set of pajamas. And there's a little hypno in my pocket to help lull me to sleep. The smallest hypno you've ever seen. This next change is, like, simple enough that I didn't feel the need to give it, like, a sound effect. It's just a simple, like, hoodie removal. I just think it's nice. Also, I'm wondering what y'all are thinking of, like, everything that MECHA says about each of the costume changes. Also, another avatar change is turning me into a furry. As if the kitty dog ears weren't enough proof of me being a furry. But yeah, those are all of the, outfit redeems. And again, those last for 3 minutes or until the next outfit redeem is done. And you've already seen that blind boxes are a thing now. So let me just show those again. First of all, there is the seals blind box, where each seal is a different rarity. Fat Fuck is, like, the least rare, and the golden Fat Fuck that you saw earlier is the most rare, with, I believe, only a 5% chance of showing up. And, yeah, there are 5 seals to collect. And additionally, there is a second blind box, which is a Homestuck blind box, that has, each of me and my friends, like, troll sonas available to collect. Those are all, like, the odds are spread evenly, so no one plushie is, like, more rare than the other in that particular blind box. In addition to that, I've also installed something called Viewer Attack, and I, like, tried this out on a test stream earlier, so this may or may not work for you, just depending on, like, your end of things. As far as I'm aware, it should mostly work, but the idea is that you redeem something like a tomato using the channel points, and then using the on-screen tab that has, like, a heart-shaped tomato on it, you're able to go there, select throwables or your attacks. I think it's your attacks. Then you can click the tomato, click anywhere on the screen you want, such as right on top of Fat Fuck right here. And a tomato will be thrown at the screen wherever you selected for it to be thrown. There should be a couple of different, like, things in there for viewer attack. I can't remember all of them at the moment. There's, like, I believe 3 that are available with channel points. The rest are only available through bits. And I've also got... Oh, yeah. I've got a few different options. You saw the head pat earlier as a little bit of a viewer interaction. But if you feel like being a little mean to me on top of doing, like, the tomato throw, you can also bonk me on the head with a bat. Or you can perhaps get yourself a piece of cheese and... I think that one's probably my favorite out of all of them. It's just so goofy. And of course, there are a bunch of new sound alerts. Actually, I wonder... I have a thing on my OBS called sound alerts. I wonder if that's where Puro was trying to talk earlier. Let me try that again and see if he got any louder.
It's all right, my dear.
There he is!
I'm here to take care of you. Oh, my dear.
You guys are going to abuse that to death. And that is the whole reason I put it in there. Along with several other fun new sound alerts. I won't do all of the sound alerts, just because there's a lot to go through. But yeah, that's just like a little example. Let's see. Oh yeah, one other thing you can do is, like, if, for example, you're getting fed up with me, and you want me to just, you know, ollie out of the stream for a couple seconds, you can select the Vanish Redeem and simply... do that. And finally, the biggest, well, not the biggest, but like one of the ones that I worked on the most is a text-to-speech thing for FatFuck here. So you can select the FatFuck TTS redeem, and you have to type out a message, so something along the lines of this.
You lost the game.
And it makes FatFuck talk. So that's a little taste of, like, all the stuff I've been working on. And, yeah, it probably makes sense now, like, why it took me so long to put all of this together. Because, yeah, this was a lot of work to go through. But I'm so happy with how everything turned out. Also, I know I just doomed myself. That's the whole point. I want y'all to be able to, like, interact and mess with me and have fun with the stream as much as you want. Also, speaking of the streams, I attempted to see if I could do cross-platform streaming, and it didn't work out very well. The like OBS add-on that I had like put in, like the plugin, it was a little hard for me to figure out, and I also think that it would just like eat up my computer stuff a little too much and just like make it chug along and kind of affect the quality of the stream a little too well. So what I'm going to be doing is whenever I stream, it's, like, most of the time going to be on Twitch from now on. I may still have YouTube streams every, like, once in a while, but I mostly want it to be here for the sake of, like, all those redeems and interactability. And the VODs, instead of going on my main YouTube channel, I want to put those on MECHA's YouTube channel. So he will be serving as an archive for me on YouTube. So that is where you can expect to find the VODs from now on, and I will be sure to upload those, well, like, share the link to those in my Discord server, and I will try to remember to do so on my social medias, but anyone who's been here for a while knows how bad my memory is, but I promise I'm gonna do my best to have, like, a bigger, like, presence on my medias and stuff. I have a tendency to go quiet on those, and I'm sorry. I genuinely want to, like, try to come back and be better about that. So this is part of that. Alright. Taking a quick stretch. Oh, by the way, this is, like, totally at y'all's discretion. You can probably see down at the bottom, I have little tabs for, like, newest follower, subscriber, donation, and cheer. And you'll probably notice that newest cheer is completely blank. That is because I have never gotten any cheers on Twitch before. Nobody has ever used any bits on my channel. So anybody who uses bits here first will not only get their name to show up in that little box first before anybody else, but also whenever that happens, I'm gonna have to, like, go into OBS and, like, fucking edit it so it's, like, the same font and, like, scrolling thing as all the other things, because I can't edit what I can't see, and I can't see what's not there. So that's how that's gonna work out. Alright. In other news, time to get into stuff about my life. Bits! My first bits! Look, Ma, I've made it big! I'm a celebrity now. I wonder if that is, like, going to show up instantaneously, or what? Because as far as I'm aware, it should show up, like, pretty soon? I'm not sure. If it doesn't show up now, I will, like, look through the stuff and make sure it shows up later. But in any event, like, huge shout out to Lynx Cat for, like, being my first ever cheerer on this Twitch channel. I am so thankful for that. You're the GOAT. Thank you so much. Now, on to, like, stuff about my life that I've been wanting to talk about. If you've been seeing, like, my TikTok or my YouTube shorts as of late, you'll know that I made a video promoting my dad in an art contest he was in that was hosted by, Johnny Depp. Yes, that Johnny Depp, the actual Johnny Depp. And for the past few weeks, he was, like, coasting by pretty smoothly in, like, 4th place. But unfortunately, over the last few days, he kind of fell into, like, 5th, then 6th, then 7th, and the time frame to narrow down the top 5 in that contest has come and gone, and that means, unfortunately, that my dad didn't make it into the top 5 of the competition, and is no longer in it. But he is super thankful to, like, everybody who voted, and fun little fact for those who weren't aware of this, that promo video I made, I, like, made that of my own volition. He didn't tell me to make that. I just made it entirely because I wanted to, and I'd, like, sent it to him once it was up, and he told me that it made him cry. Like, he got teary-eyed watching it because he was so touched that I would make something like that for him. And I am, like, I feel so happy that I was able to do something like that for him. And yeah, I'm just like, you know, even if he couldn't win the competition, I feel like he's pretty happy just with that video that I made alone. Because, like, who else is going to have a video like that? Nobody. Also, really quick side tangent. if you see that message that MECHA just sent about having your pronouns on Twitch, that is an actual thing. That's something that I use. If you don't see my pronouns in the side chat here, that is something that the link can do for you. So you just head to the link. There's, like, I think a browser thing that you can install. It's totally safe. You can set your own pronouns there as well, so that your pronouns show up for anybody else who has that add-on in their browser. And so that makes it easy to not misgender folks. But yeah, just a little thing that I wanted to explain real quick. Next thing that I wanted to talk about, anybody who's been around here for a while knows that I'm super into a music video called Starlight Brigade. That is a song by TWRP, Twerp, and the singer is Dan Avidan, who is one of the Game Grumps. And the animation for it is just phenomenal. Some of the best that I've ever seen from, like, a really small animation team. And recently, this might sound a little, like, unrelated, but those of you who know already know. But Legends of Evantris, which is a very popular, like, D&D thing, particularly it's like a podcast, but they were having a Kickstarter recently for a bunch of, like, new D&D stuff, and the, like, very last stretch goal that they had was to collaborate with the people who made the Starlight Brigade music video and bring Starlight Brigade to Dungeons and Dragons and, like, have a campaign with it. And, like, that got me super excited. Because, like, what do you mean new Starlight Brigade content in the year of our Lord and Savior 2026? That is poggers. But, yeah, I wanted to donate so badly, but for years now, my Kickstarter account has been bugged. I don't even know how it's still bugged. Again, it's been years, but, like, no amount of anything I do has been able to fix it. And by now, it's, like, too late to donate to the campaign. It's already closed. But it got funded. The Starlight Brigade D&D thing got funded. So I'm hoping that maybe in the future, like, they'll be able to have Starlight Brigade merch and, like, the D&D stuff and, like, art books or whatever, like, available for future purchase. Because hell yeah, I would spend my money on that. Like I said, this is, like, my favorite music video we're talking about. It is, in fact, so much my favorite music video that recently, my Moirail, Sierra, and I were talking because it is going to be our 13-year anniversary here coming up. And I went up to her and I was like, hey, considering that, like, you know, our anniversary's coming up and we get, like, gifts for each other, I was wondering if you could, like, head to this Etsy page that I found that has a bunch of Starlight Brigade stuff and, like, get me some of their stuff. And so I recently got some stuff in the mail that was, like, a bunch of, like, stickers and pins and fun Starlight Brigade stuff like that. I still want to see if I can get the keychain from that shop, but, like, I'm super happy with everything I got. It's such good quality. But yeah, it just goes to show what a huge fan I am. And in other news, switching topics again, I was hoping that, like, given the fact that I started working on all of this stream stuff in, like, April, I want to say late April, I was hoping that I would be able to come back here sooner, like May, but that was not in the cards for me. I got, like, some sort of wicked flu or something. I don't know what I had. I know it wasn't COVID. I tested for that. But I had something that, like, was just horrible and had me out for, like, 2 weeks. And that, of course, took up a good chunk of my month. I wasn't able to, like, work on new assets during that time. I was just miserable. So, once I was, like, all better again, I was able to work on the assets. But you can imagine that being sick like that put a huge pause on everything. And that's why it took until now for me to come back. But I'm super happy that I am. And not only was I not able to, like, work on all of this, but, I wasn't able to go to the gym like I usually do. And so only recently, like, I would say within the last week or so, have I been feeling, like, confident enough to go back to the gym. And it being, like, a good 80 plus degrees on average lately where I am. It was, like, warm enough for me to also be like, hey, after I exercise, I can just, like, go to the pool at my apartment and do that. And so I have been swimming 3 times this week, and I am going to go swimming again tomorrow. I love swimming. It's just, like, it's fun, it's good for your body, it's refreshing. I can't think of anybody who, like, dislikes swimming. Especially, like, for me, personally, I recently had, like, a trans first, which coincided, coincidentally, with, the first of Pride Month, where I happened to have, the pool at the apartment all to myself. I had it all to myself. And because of that, and because of, like, no one, like, seeing me or anything, because I'm a very shy, kind of introverted person, I felt confident enough to go swimming post-top surgery without a top on for the very first time. And it felt incredible. And I'm hoping to be able to do that more often, especially because, like, typically when it gets late enough, the shadow of 1 second. Excuse me, just, like, have to clear my throat. But typically, as it gets into, like, late afternoon, the shadow of my apartment kind of casts over the entire pool area. And so a bunch of the people that usually like to hit the pool are like, well, it's like, you know, all shade here, so let's go back inside. Which leaves the place, like, totally open, even though the pool closes, like, at dusk. So that leaves me with ample time to just come out and swim practically whenever I want, all by myself. So that is something I am looking to take advantage of this summer. And also, with me, like, you know, getting more exercise and swimming, I've also been looking to eat more healthy. And, like, for the past few months this year, I've been trying to go the route of, like, you know, raw vegetables, salads, like, things like that. And it just wasn't hitting right for me. But recently, I was influenced by a video that Jaden Animations put out to try doing, like, you know, vegetarian substitutes for meat products. I'm not looking to go, you know, full vegan or even full vegetarian or anything. I'm just looking to find new ways to get some vegetables in my diet that make me happy. And so I tried out Impossible Burgers for the first time this week. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with those, and I think I might add those and, like, vegetarian, like chicken nuggets or chicken patties or whatever, to my regular food repertoire. And I will be sure to let y'all know how those taste in my Discord server, because I have a room where I can, like, chat about food, and y'all can chat about food. We can share recipes and stuff. It is awesome. I love my Discord server. I love the people there. I love my Discord server. I love the people there. Anyway. But yeah, I'll be going swimming tomorrow, at my mom's place. And in addition to, like, hanging out with my mom and stuff, I also, like, a little bit of, like, background to this. Oh, let's see what you get. Oh, you got blushy bitch. Congrats. But, yeah, a little bit of background. Y'all know that my birthday is in early April. And that is when I had my, like, birthday stream on YouTube and all that. So, I'm not trying to be, like, oh, my birthday's at a different time. But considering that my birthday is in early April, and I live in Minnesota, typically that's, like, still a little winter. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of, like, not being able to go out and do much for my birthday when it happens, because it's, like, super cold out still. I am going to postpone my, like, real-life birthday celebration until, summer. Because I've always wanted to have, like, a warm summer birthday party. And so that's the plan, and I told my folks, hey, don't get me any presents until, like, summer, so I can, like, have those presents for the summer birthday party. And, like, me being indecisive as all hell, took me until, like, a few days ago to think of what I wanted from my mom. And finally, I got an idea. And I, like, went to her, and I was like, hey, Mom, I think I know what I'd like. I have been saving up a bit of money for the Nintendo Switch 2. And, I have most of the money saved up, but not all of it. And I was wondering, Mom, if you would be willing to, like, spot the difference and, like, help me get a Switch 2. I can still, like, pay with the money that I've, like, saved. I would just need a little bit of help with, like, the amount that I haven't saved. And, guys, she said that that is a great idea, and she's on board. So tomorrow, I will be getting a Switch 2, which means that I will be able to start experimenting with using my capture card and streaming on the Switch 2. So that's a little something to look forward to. And it's also partially why I'm not streaming Tomodachi Life today. And the other reason is that, like, I said I was going to work on my island and stuff a little bit, and I did, but not as much as I would have liked. It's basically all flat land with no decorations, because, like, changing the, like, terraforming stuff was already, like, a lot of work. But I'm just going to, like, keep decorating the island, get it onto the Switch 2, and then I will be happy to, like, stream it. But honestly, Tomodachi Life isn't the reason that I want to look into, like, streaming Switch 2 games. The reason I want to look into streaming Switch 2 games is because Star Fox is making a comeback, and I can't believe that I'm saying those words. Like, I'm sure those of y'all in my chat who are fans of Star Fox as well understand what a big deal that is. So, with the Switch 2 basically, like, guaranteed for me at this point. I will also be, ordering the new Star Fox game, and I want to stream it. I don't know how well I'll, like, be at it, because it's been, like, probably, like, a decade, maybe a little more since I've played the original, but I'm so excited for this, you guys. Everyone is like, oh, but the models look so ugly, and oh, but it's Lilat Wars again, and I'm like, shut up! It's Star Fox! And when was the last time we had a Star Fox game, period? I'm just like, I'm excited, and I hope, like... Ooh, water break. Thank you for redeeming that. I will take a sip right now. Alright, water sipped. Yeah, bottom line, I'm super excited for Star Fox and stuff. And I hope that y'all are excited to see me play that too, and potentially some other Switch 2 games. And something that I know there is a lot of excitement for right now is the amazing Digital Circus, because the last act just hit theaters. Now, I'm going to request that you all not post spoilers in the chat. I am waiting, me personally, I'm waiting to do a blind react to it once it hits YouTube. But I know that there are people here who are, like, going to see it in theaters, or, like, have already seen it in theaters, but just, like, either way, don't want spoilers in the chat. Especially if you're one of those people who is like, oh, I saw the leak online, and me, and it's like... If you are one of those people who, like, has been complaining about it, like, not complaining about the leak. I'm complaining about the leak. If you're one of those people who have been, like, spreading the leak and, like, you know, posting spoilers from there, if you're one of those kinds of people, I do not like you. Roxas says, I came back from the theaters. No spoilers, but all I will say is that I legitimately cried while watching it. That's because you're a nerd! Nah, but for real, I'm looking forward to seeing how I react to it too. And, like, I know that there's, like, been just drama after drama after drama about the amazing Digital Circus, and I want to assure you all that this is going to be a, not only like a leak-free zone, but also a drama-free zone. I do not like to entertain the idea of discussing the, like, dramas and stuff. Like, that's just not my bag. It's not good vibes. We try to keep up good vibes around here. And, like, yeah, all I will say is that it's, like, super wild that the fans were all, oh, why are you bringing it to the theaters? We're gonna have to worry about spoilers being shared, like, before it hits YouTube. We're gonna worry about spoilers 2 weeks beforehand. And then the leak happens, and everybody is, like, posting spoilers everywhere, and it's like, nobody cares? I don't know what the deal with that is, but, like, what? It just does not compute. And then they, like, turn around and, like, point at Gooseworks and be like, it's your fault. And it's like, it's the leaker's fault. What are you talking about? But that's all that I'm gonna say on that front. That is just my thoughts on it. Also, speaking of my thoughts, to move on to a different topic, thinking of, like, stuff that's hit the theaters lately and my thoughts on them, I haven't seen this movie myself yet, but the buzz about it has been everywhere. You all probably know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Michael Jackson movie. The, like, biopic, I think it's pronounced. I've been saying it is biopic, but, like, I don't think I've encountered anyone who, like, has corrected me on, like, how to say that word. But it's the movie about him. And I have to say that, like, it's kind of been fueling my, like, the love that I've had for Michael Jackson since I was a teenager. I had a huge Michael Jackson phase when I was, like, 12, 13, 14. And, like, the fact that it's been bringing back not only his music and, like, bringing him back to, like, record-breaking stuff again, but also, like, just, like, having more people recognize that he was a good person. That's something that, like, my inner teenage self is just delighted by. And yeah, I know that Michael Jackson's nephew plays him. I actually, like, I want to say maybe a year ago, I'd heard a song that Jafar Jackson put out that at the time, like, it had been leaked and spread around as, like, the title was, like, Reincarnation of Michael, and when he, like, officially put it out, he called it Universe of Love. And I've shared this before, like, with my friends and stuff. I don't know if y'all have listened to it, but if you haven't listened to it, you should, because the vast, just how, like, how much he sounds like Michael. It is astounding. And, like, that's just his, like, natural voice. Like, obviously for the movie, he studied how to speak like Michael. But for that song, that's his natural singing voice, and he sounds just like Michael. And I'm, like, part of me is, like, you know, super happy to have a voice like that come back. I do still miss Michael, but I'm glad to have a voice like that back. And there is also kind of a petty part of me that's like, Jermaine must be so happy about this. If you know, you know. But, like, yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking about, like, this whole Michael thing that's been going on. And I'm just super happy to see, like, support for him come back. And, like, some justification for younger me. Because, like, he really was an awesome dude. Alright. And, before we get into the game, this is, like, the last thing that I want to talk about. And, like, this is... There's a reason why I want to talk about this before we segue into the game. Other than, like, you know, the Tomodachi Life thing that I explained earlier. The reason that I'm going to be playing Minecraft today is because recently, on Tumblr, I, just for fun, made a little post about a mod for Minecraft that I've been playing lately called the Obsessed Knocker. And it's like... It's a mod that involves, like, a sort of yandere being, I suppose, who's, like, all you can see of him is, like, his face. Other than that, he's just, like, dressed completely in black. He's got, like, a black hoodie, black pants, all that sort of stuff. And, like, you can talk to him using an in-game tool called the Whisper. And, like, depending on, like, how you treat him and how you talk to him and, like, the time that you spend with him, he will either be something of a threat in the game, or, over time, he will come to adore and be obsessed with you. And I made a post on Tumblr about this mod, just with, like, fun little ideas about what I'd like to see in the mod in the future. It wasn't anything that I was, like, you know, taking seriously. I just wanted to make it for fun and just, like, share my thoughts, think of some fun things that I could share. And I posted it, didn't think too much of it, and there was a user, I can't remember who, but like I want to give credit where it's due, who said that like the creator of the mod has like a Discord server. I'm not in this Discord server, and they were like, hey, I can show like the guy who made the mod this post if you want. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, you can do that. And the thing I wasn't expecting, I was like, it's cool if the guy who made the mod sees it, but I'm not expecting, like, you know, any sort of response or anything like that, let alone, like, confirmation. That would be, like, you know, probably a little absurd, because, like, I'm sure he's got better stuff to do than, like, you know, I don't know, just be like, hey, I'm gonna add these to the game because, like, you said that these are good ideas. What I didn't expect was for basically that exact thing to happen, because the guy has, like, a Tumblr, right? He has a Tumblr page. Never posted on it before. As far as I'm aware, he's had this Tumblr page for years. And he, like, you can go through his likes and stuff. He's liked a bunch of posts that people have made about the Knocker mod. But never has he ever made an original post of his own. Never has he ever reblogged any other, like, people's posts. Until mine. I'm still blown away by that. And not only did he reblog the post that I made, he, like, basically said, these are great ideas. I'm already implementing some of them. I liked this one, and this one that you came up with. And I'm just like, whoa, hi, thanks. And I'm just like, what? Am I going to be, like, an influence in this mod in the future? What is happening? How? What? I does not compute. Markmaker.exe has stopped working. But, yeah, like, I guess to, like, you know, honor and commemorate that little interaction, I want to play some Minecraft today with the Obsessed Knocker mod on. So, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So let me pull up the gaming screen now. And I will just go ahead and get a new world going, I think. Because, like, I want to, like, have this start basically from scratch so we can see how, the Obsessed Knocker mod kind of progresses. Before I keep going, though, I'm going to change the category, since we are, like, actually in the game now. Do that. There we go. Yeah, it sure feels like maybe, just maybe, I've, like, made a little bit of an impact as far as this mod goes, and that, like, blows my mind. Let's see, I'm a weak little baby, so I'm gonna go for peaceful. Multiplayer, yeah, I guess I can have it open. Just a word to the wise, though, only my friends can join, and if anybody does join, you will also be, like, interacting with the Knocker on your end, so beware about that. Let's see, cheats. Again, I'm a baby, so I'm gonna turn on keep inventory. I'm a weak baby of 31 years old. And of course, for the resource packs, gotta turn on the Obsessed Knocker. And I think I'm also going to turn on... Bad time. I'm also going to turn on actions and stuff. I'm gonna turn on the furniture. I think I can probably do without the advanced food one. This one is super useful. And I'm thinking... yeah, that'll probably be it. Check the behavior packs. Yeah, make sure that's on. That looks good. Alright, and I'm just gonna go for a random seed. Yeah, create anyway. And something that I do want to mention about the Obsessed Knocker is that for about the first 2 days in-game in Minecraft, he won't appear. So that gives you, like, a little bit of time to, like, get a smidge of exploring in, maybe get, like, a very basic sort of, like, first house built. So that is going to be my priority for these first couple of Minecraft days. And once the knocker comes in, I'll start talking about him a little more. But yeah, this is... I'm so excited to be, like, streaming and gaming again. I'm a little bit out of breath from all that talking, but I just love being able to catch up with y'all and, like, read the chat and stuff. Also, I know it's taking a while for the world to load. This is normal, especially for a new world. So just be patient, we'll be in a minute. Yes, I appreciated the water. Yeah, just give it a minute. I'm in. Yeah, this is the Whisper. It's like a little wand, but I feel like it's more so supposed to be a slash, because I think it's supposed to be a reference to, like, slash whisper, which is a common command in, like, other games and stuff where you can, like, whisper to other players. But yeah, since, yeah, it gives you another whisper if you're, like, if you, like, lose the first one. But I think there's also a bit of a bug where it's, like, if you hold the whisper for too long with your cursor, it registers as, like, the whisper being gone from your inventory. And I do hope that's a bug that can be fixed in, like, future updates of this mod. So I think what I'm gonna do first is, like, just get a little bit of wood and make myself a chest so I can put away that extra whisper. Alright. Now that I've had a chance to do that, let me look around at my environment. Honestly, I'm thinking that island over there probably would make a pretty good base. But I don't want to leave this tree, like, hanging so much, so let me get, like, one more piece of wood. Come over here. Let's make an axe. And if you'll remember that one, like, axe mod that I put in, you might be wondering what's the significance of that. That's the significance of that. Yeah, especially when it comes to, like, cutting down those giant trees. Huge deal. Because everyone who's ever played Minecraft before knows what a pain those giant trees are to cut down. Alright, so let's get the crafting table. I'll just go ahead and leave that chest there. Oh yeah, in case you're curious, there are a few other commands that don't require channel points, and those can be found on MECHA's Tumblr there that he's linked. So if you're ever curious, feel free to head there and give it a try. Now you may notice every once in a while, like little puffs of smoke that appear briefly. That, I believe, is like where the knocker would spawn, but given that we're still within like the first couple of days, the game is like, no, it's not time yet, get back here. So that's what's going on with those like little puffs of smoke. Alright, so temporarily let's put that back there. We can make another chest for now. There. And I think first thing I'm gonna do, let's make a pickaxe and see if I can just start going down somewhere and just like getting some stone for more important things like stone tools and furnaces and the like. And maybe this can be like an entrance to a strip mine later on. Ooh, I almost forgot. There was one thing that I wanted to do with the Whisper really quick. So, this is an important thing for how you want to play with the Obsessed Knocker. Check the bond, and if you do not want the knocker to be a hostile mob and attack you, you can toggle that off, and so he will only like threaten you instead of like full-on attacking and killing you. However, I have done that in the past on a different file, and he attacked me anyway, but I think it's because I did something wrong. I think it's because I used the Whisper to ask him to help me before he knew me very well. And I think that made him mad and, like, kind of sent him into a rage. So, if you want him to, like, help you at any point, try to kind of establish a friendship with him first. Otherwise, he might get angry because he doesn't know you all that well yet. Also, I saw the copper. I'm not going to skip it. I just don't think I can mine it with a wood pickaxe. So, you know, priorities. And I want to break the wood pickaxe so it's not just taking up space in the chest. So I'm just going to keep mining till it breaks and then come back up. How's the stream looking, by the way, with the game running? I hope there aren't any, like, you know, dropped frames or, like, lag or anything like that. From what I can tell on OBS, everything seems smooth at the moment. I did look into some advice after the test stream that I had. Okay, good, it broke. And, like, some of the best advice that I found was, like, running OBS as an admin, making sure that, like, priority was set to OBS. Apparently there's, like, a secret game mode in Windows 10 where it, like, prioritizes the game instead of, like, any other software. And, like, obviously I need it to prioritize OBS. So you have to go in and turn that off manually. Alright, so with that taken care of, I think I want to go and collect some more wood logs. I should plant some trees too. Just so I can have more wood more quickly. I don't think I'll plant all 16, but I can get a start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that'll do. But those probably aren't going to grow for a while, so put that back. I'll head across the way here. I just want to get some logs so I can make some charcoal and have some torches. Go. Ooh, there's even more trees over there. I'm glad to hear that everything seems to be smooth. Ooh! Oh! Oh, baby horse! Oh! Oh, my little ponies! Oh, they make tiny little baby neighs. Okay, cool. Head over here. Yes! Give me wood. I wouldn't mind at all. Baby horse. It just give me, like, all the wood. Oh, perfect. That actually broke my axe. I think that's a good thing. I'll just come back later with another axe. Yeah, now that it's night, you can tell the knocker really, really wants to show up, but it's not allowed to yet. So, let's drop in, like, one of those to start. There, and that can start to get the rest going. In the meantime, put those away. Cheese! Let's do stone pickaxe. And I should be able to go and collect the copper now. It may not be iron, but at least it's something. And it will make some good protection, I think. To get that. And I think I'll make another furnace while I'm at it, just so I can start to smelt the copper. Oop, placed that a bit too far. Come here, you. Alright. Charcoal, copper, there. Yeah, me adding redeems and stuff like that is exactly why they're there. I want y'all to be able to, like, slap me with cheese or bonk me on the head and just interact with me in however many ways you want. because I feel like it's fun for the audience, it's fun for me. It's just nice. Alright, so while those are going, I guess I can also see if I can get to collecting some other types of wood for a base. Obviously, I'm going to have access to plenty of oak. Oh good, there's birch here. I'm one of those people who loves birch. I've seen some people be like, oh, birch is so ugly, and I'm like, you're ugly. But honestly, I'm one of those people who's like of the belief that like there isn't a bad type of wood in Minecraft. There's just like builders who don't know how to use certain types of wood. And if you don't like birch, maybe you just don't know how to use it well, and that's okay. A lot of people don't know how to use acacia very well, and that's okay too. I will say this. I think that acacia is a great kind of wood for making, barns. Especially if, like, mangrove is hard to come by. Because, like, I feel like acacia is a little bit easier to find than, like, the mangrove swamps. So that makes it a little bit easier of a resource to find for a build like that. Alright, let me see. It wouldn't be across the river. I am already lost. It shouldn't take long for me to become unlost, though. That looks familiar. And I think, yeah, I know where I am now. Ooh! Coal! I'll have to keep that in mind for later. Good, the charcoal is coming along well. There, just wanted to do that. Ooh, there's water here. It's a little hard to see. But I guess I'll stay up here and just mine whatever coal I can. Alright. There we go. Let's head back and make some torches out of those. Let's see, what kind of material do I think is the most overrated? I might get a little bit of flack for this, but I think I'm going to say spruce. Don't get me wrong, it's a gorgeous wood. Great for, like, several different kinds of builds. But I often think that it's, like, a bit overused. Like, especially, for example, like, there was a different world that I was working on that, was said to be a cherry blossom, like, sort of Japanese-inspired temple. And I was following the, like, tutorial for it, And it was like, you know, pretty clear, pretty easy to follow. No complaints about the tutorial itself. Complaints about the build itself. Because, tell me why something that is a cherry blossom Japanese-inspired temple was like 90% spruce. It's just too much spruce. It's enough. I don't want no more spruce in my cherry blossom temple. Or... I think that'll be big enough for, like, a little starter base. But yeah, it is a great wood. It's, like, gorgeous type of, like, brown color. I just think it might be a bit overused. I would love to see some more love for, like, the other kinds of wood. That's all I'm trying to say. Oop, guess I accidentally dug that. There we go. I'll go ahead and get some more oak. What do you guys think, though? What's your, like, favorite and least favorite type of wood in Minecraft? And for that matter, what's your favorite thing that you've built? I'm curious. Because I have to say that I think the favorite thing I've ever built was a nostalgia-themed world in, like, an older version of Minecraft. But a lot of the mods, like, stopped working for that world, so I can't access it anymore. But that's, like, part of the reason why I'm so glad that I, streamed it while I still had it. So at the very least, I can, like, go back and look at it there. Alright, plenty of oak now. Oh god, he's already here! Raise your hand if you hate the Wandering Trader. Let's do... Whoops. Yep. There we go. Plenty of oak planks. Let's do the same for... Let's do the same for birch logs, birch planks. Boink. Those away. Those back out. Good. Plenty of charcoal. Put all that away. Ooh, I know one thing I should smelt. Let me dig up some of this glass over here. And I can get to making some windows. It was such a fun world. Maybe one day I can try to, like, revamp it with less mods. Cherry and dark oak. Ooh, that's like... That's giving, like, you know, strawberry and chocolate. Be great for dessert-themed worlds. these. Some cobblestone. Pick those up. Oh, one shy. There we go. Ooh, what's the idea I gave? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I'm probably not gonna have enough logs for this. Oop. Get back over here. Alright. Let's head back and get some more. Connor says, there is one build I find most dear. It's not actually mine, but mostly because of who I built it with, my brother Ruby. The map in question was the Percy and Springtrap map. We both built the carnival and parts of the old pizzeria together. That's sweet. I remember that world. Let's see, get as many of these logs down from here as I can. Parkour! Parkour! Alright. Back over. See how much progress we can make. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, I think I'll be needing like 2 more. Let's go for one of the shorter trees. Back in when you were even more socially awkward. Like me! Don't need any leaves, and I'll just put that back. Ooh, I better hurry. It looks like it's about to be night again, and then come the next morning, that is when the knocker will start making his presence known. So that is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah. More oak, please. More oak, please. For a second, I thought I saw the knocker over there, but it's just a black sheep. I'm a fake fan. Alright, let's do like that. Lots of windows this way. Glass. Make a bunch of panes. Gotta love that lo-fi Minecraft showed up. Few oak stairs. Or here and here. We got fat fuck ingration. I'm gonna get some dirt here for a sec. We don't need to go up that high. There should be an exclamation command for it. You should check MECHA's Tumblr, but I haven't tested the like collection check thing since the test stream, so I'm not sure if that's in working order yet. I hope it works now. I don't know why it wasn't, but I hope it does. Alright, I'm gonna need more oak again. Yep, time to punch a tree. Or just use this. Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all have been able to notice yet, but I did add a few new lo-fi songs to the collection. Hi Kane, glad you could make it. How you doing? I hope you're well. Yeah, it looks like the redeem to like check what you've collected is still not working. I'm not sure what's going wrong there. I apologize. I'll look into that as soon as I can. Here we go. Remember the old Minecraft server you had with the gang? The one that was forced to close since we stopped coming by after the Ender Dragon. I think I know which world you're talking about. Was that the one that had Hero Brian in it? Quote unquote Hero Brian. That's a bit. It's not part of the tree, so up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still too tall. 1, 2. This should do it. There we go. Yes. Let's see. Only other thing you can remember is that everyone built something that contributed to the town. So, I think I might have talked about this on a call before. Probably pretty recently. But, fun fact about that world, the one with Herobrine in it. That was the world that had, one of the players was a certain former friend who their name was a number, and I will not say more than that. But, I know that they were, like, terrified of, Herobrine in that game. And I think the funniest thing to me is that I was Herobrine all along. I was the one who controlled the lightning bolts and the backwards text. All that gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Anything else I want to make? Right, I want to make some stairs for the roof, but I don't want to make them out of oak. I should set off and look for another type of wood, I think. Oh, thank you for the biddies! I will get the, like, newest cheer thing up and running next time I'm, like, able to. Oh my god, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of these guys. I'm in hell. I'm in actual hell. Yes, thank you so much, Lynx Cat, for the biddies. Huge shout out. Right, so, usually my method of just, like, finding new types of wood that I want is to just pick a direction and walk. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I think I'm going to go this way. I'm going to, like, go right here and just go straight so that coming back, all I'll have to do is go straight the other direction. See. Ooh. Spruce, perfect. And a village, too. Maybe I can steal a bed while I'm over there. Right, so I need to remember... Ooh, I have an idea. Place a few torches to guide me back. Okay. There we go. This will be a good route. And with the saplings I'm getting too, that'll help me to get more. I'm walking and not running because I don't know if I'm going to happen across that, like, soft snow that you can sink into, and I hate that stuff. So I'm being really careful. Oh my goodness. Reason number 2 to be careful. Alright, it's morning now. The knockers should be starting to show up. Somewhere. So I will keep my eyes open for him. And you should also keep your eyes peeled for, the chat box that pops up. Because he does speak. He can speak on his own without having to rely on any user input. But I think for the start, he's... Oh, you saw that? I think for the start, he's usually, like, a little shy. Okay, let me in. I'm stealing all your lanterns. Oh, the cat sounds so cute. Yeah, powdered snow. I hate powdered snow. Right, back to trying to steal some shit. I think 10 lanterns is probably enough for now. I'll take another bed so I can have a double bed. And of course this one's blue. I'm gonna be coloring the beds blue. Okay, what's in here? Get me some bread. The knocker loves to eat bread. Some potatoes, I'll plant those later. Alright, I think that's probably... Whoop, ooh. Ooh, congrats, you got little bastard. Yeah, I think this is probably all that this village has to offer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making my way back home. Bunnies. Just gonna peek down there. Now, I believe it's at this point that, like, if you started using the whisper, that the knocker would start to respond. But I'm just gonna get back home first. No. Hey, I can see my house from here. Alright, since I have 4 of these, I'll go ahead and just 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will get me a shit ton of spruce later on, which I will be needing for the roof. Did I have... Okay, I want 1 more cornflower. that. Get me 2 blue beds. And place thusly. Okay, get those made up. Put those away. Ooh, I should put the blast furnace. In case I need it. Quick bit of art advice. How do you draw a nebula? It's part of a drawing I'm doing. I could add a wallpaper, but it doesn't feel proper to me. That would probably be a better question to ask, when I am drawing, not when I'm in the middle of Minecraft. But I will try to remember to answer that for you as soon as I can. Oh, I see him down there. Run. It's more fun that way. You're funny when you panic. There he is. This, ladies and germs, is the knocker. Whoops. And he is the one who whistles as well. But yeah. Even though he's called, like, you know, the Obsessed Knocker or the Knocker or things like that, I did come up with the name Johann for him. So if you hear me, like, saying the name Johann and talking about Johann, just know that I'm referring to him. Anyway, the Whisper. There are quite a few options you can say to him. I want y'all to pick one of these options here on the first page. Who are you? Are you watching me? Are you real? Why me? How long have you been there? Or what do you want? Feel free to pick one of these to be the first thing that I say to him. You do have to remember that he is a yandere, so that's why he's like, run, it's more fun that way and stuff. Alright, I'll go for why me. Does it matter? Yeah, at first when you talk to him, he is, you know, kind of cold and reserved. Like I was saying earlier, he doesn't know you very well yet, so he's a bit shut off and doesn't want to, like, answer many deep questions at first. You can, later on, there are, like, options for deep questions to ask him, but right now he wouldn't appreciate, answering them. Which, valid. I probably wouldn't want to answer important questions to a stranger either. I'm gonna see if I can perhaps find some fish to kill and get some bone meal. Murder. And of course, having the actual fish itself won't hurt either. Bing, bing, bing. So far, doing good on the fish, not so much on the bones. He's laughing at my fruitless endeavors to get bones. These are all just boneless fish. Hi, Johan! Oh, I think he must have just ate something. Whenever he eats something, he gets kind of shaky like that. Is custom text an option when speaking to the creature? Kind of. Like, you can always just use the text to be like... But he won't respond to it. Unless you do something like, for example, follow it up with the whisper and select something similar. Which, not much of a response. Okay. Going back to the fish. As a matter of fact, that post that I mentioned earlier, the one that the mod creator reblogged and said, like, you know, I'm working on some of these already, and like I like these like ideas that you had. One of the ideas for it is a random yes/no selection, so that you can use the text box to ask him something, and then he can just give you a random yes or no answer. Unfortunately, that's not something that there is already. If anything, there's, like, the opposite, where, like, supposing he says something, like, asks you a question, and you can tell him yes or no. But those aren't ways to get him to say yes or no. That does not exist in the mod yet. Yeah, boneless fish. This must be where the, like, McChicken fillets come from. Because I ain't getting any bones in these fish. Also, I'm being very careful. I'm trying not to... Ooh, finally a bone. But I don't want to get too close to Johan right now while I'm swinging my axe at these fish. I don't want to accidentally hurt him. It might get him angry, and I don't want to get him angry. But yeah, finally I can have my first sleep. Yeah, you know what that means. Fish! Put the fish away. I can make some bone meal. And see if I can get that giant spruce just a little bit sooner. Can he attack even in peaceful? It happened to me, but I don't think it's supposed to. Because I mentioned this earlier, something that you can do is to use the whisper, go to check bond, and toggle off combat. So that he only like threatens you and he doesn't hurt you. But again, I did kind of like... I think I might have upset him in another one of my files and like triggered him to attack. I'm not sure if like that was it or if it was just a glitch in the mod, but even though you can toggle it off and have him in peaceful mode, there is a possibility for him to attack you, but I think that's probably just a glitch. Either way, I would just say be careful around him and like work on improving the bond with him. And best way to do that is to talk to him and like not attack him and be a nice person, which I already like being a nice person. So let me find something nice that I can tell him. Let's see. I've been thinking about you. I know, he says. Hi, Johan. I did see that, like, another fan of this mod who reblogged my post on Tumblr said that instead of Johan, they call him Knox, Knox. And I have to admit, like, it's a cute name, it's fitting, but I also think, like, given the mod in question, it feels, to me, just a tiny bit cliche. No offense to the person. Again, it is cute, and I see the appeal in it. I just don't, like, want to call him that for myself. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Not you, Johan. You're not the fish that I'm looking for. Okay, get my breath a little bit. Oh yeah, something else that he does regularly is, like, he will open chests and take items. Like, actually take items. So you do have to be kind of careful with your stuff. Did you feel that? Someone watching. It's like, yes, Johan, I know that's you. Also, I know someone's watching. I'm live on twitch.tv/markmaker. Can a name tag be used on him so that the nicknames you give him appear in-game? I tried that on, like, the first file where I was, like, trying stuff out with him, and it doesn't work, sad to say. Ah, finally. Oh, I think he stole some bread from my chest. Oh, did it go all the way to the top? Oh, almost. It left, like, one block. Oh, hi, Johan! You know what? I can go up there and get that last one myself. But yeah, like, even just having to get this last log, just look how much time that mod saves me. Having to pick them all up. Cut it all down. If he likes bread that much, imagine how he is with cake. I should make a cake and put it in the chest. Just to see how he reacts. Yeah, that is, like, something that a lot of the fan artists do, is just, like, draw him with mouthfuls of bread. Oh, tut tut, it looks like rain. Hope it's not a storm. Oh, looks like he picked up some of the wood that was dropped. That is wood that I will never see. Don't you moo at me. I didn't do nothing to ya. Yep, just a little more. And there we go. And I'll just pick up the saplings that were dropped and plant another. Overused as I think spruce wood is, it is a fantastic source that's, like, easy to get. Make it all planks. Give me, like, a full stack of stairs to start with. That should be another thing that's, like, added to the whisper, though, is just, like, I made you some bread. Why did I put these two out here? Let me get rid of these, actually. Select that one. Hope I don't drop this one. Got it. Oop. And, of course, I had to jinx it for myself. Oh, well. I've got a ton of wood. I'm fine. If I had to, like, if I were able to choose what kind of bread I could make him instead of just, like, default Minecraft bread, honestly, I would attempt to make sourdough for him. Because I'm a sourdough guy, and I feel like he would appreciate a good sourdough loaf. Well, look who's feeling chatty. What do you want? Ooh, that was loud. Yep, he just stole more bread. I think he's just hungry. It's like, hey, what do you want, bread? I swear that one that he whistles is Barbie Girl. Oh, right. Something else that he does for you, he'll use blast furnaces and make you iron, even if you haven't collected it yet. I love that. I love that about him. He's so sweet. Alright, give me another stack of stairs. Yeah, bro just wants to chill and eat bread. He wants to chill, eat bread, and have someone around. Alright, let me see. Ooh, close. Slowly. You know what kind of bread I hate? The brown kind with the flower seeds inside. I think that one's okay. Like, it's not good on its own. I like it better toasted and with something like jam on it, or like made into a sandwich. It's not good on its own. It's good for you. Oh yeah, he can also break into your house. He knows how to open doors. Because he wants to watch you. I wonder... Oh. Let's see, I think I remember... There was one thing that I wanted to say. Let's see. See you. Still not one much for conversation yet. He's just an introvert and autistic. Have some mercy on the poor guy's soul. now I should be able to just build here. Make it a little less risky to fall. Ooh, given the short amount that I have, though, I think I'll just place the rest here. 2, 1, and go make some more. Don't think I'll need a full stack, though, so I'll just do like a half stack. The reason he's called the knocker, though, is because typically before he like goes inside your house, he'll knock on the door. I was probably just talking over him before he came in, so I couldn't like hear the knock. But that's like his calling card, along with the whistling. Go. And actually, I do think I might need a few more stairs. Just to get the underside done. So let's do, like... yeah, maybe 16. Hello! Alright, may I get some dirt? Yeah, whatever was in this slot is now gone. Likely because he took it. So you need to be careful about, like, the things that you store, and, like, where your storage is, etc., etc. Because the stuff that he takes does not come back. A little closer. Yeah. His name kind of gives me "No, I'm not human" vibes. Actually, this thing down here, the event, has a bunch of other questions you can ask him. Such as, were you ever human? What did they do to you? Do you know why they chose you? What happened after? Do you remember what you looked like? Do you remember your name? But there are things it doesn't talk about easily. Ask carefully. I feel like him being so, like, you know, low bond right now, probably not a good idea at present for me to ask him any of those questions. But yeah, that actually is, like, a part of the lore. Two, 3, 5. Go. And I do think at some point later on I want to, like, switch this to a survival world. So I think I'm gonna put some torches up here. And then I can, like, add a roof. Oh. Wonder what that sound was. Oh, he's crafting something. But yeah, he's got some very curious and peculiar, like, things that he does. Go. Such as disappearing. And making iron and stuff. Oh, he cooked chicken! That's probably what he was up to. So I'll take the lanterns now. The dirt back. Spruce planks. Hi, Johan. Wonder if I can catch him take something. Or maybe he can't if I'm in the chest too. I'm not sure. Let's see. I wanted birch. I wanted to make some slabs. And I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna need a little more than a stack of this stuff. So, like, that should be good. That all in. Ooh, too short. Just a couple more. Go. I think I'll go ahead and, actually, I think I'll make just one other chest for now. And get a double chest set up right there. You might be like, oh, but Mark, that's just the one chest. Trust the process. Boop. Behold, the process trusted. There we go. Let's see, lantern. I'll add that here in a sec. Just get everything else and bring it inside. Don't want to use the pickaxe on the... I would sooner use the cooked chicken. Boom. Broke the crafting table with cooked chicken. Let's see. Over here, I would say... But yeah, check it out. That's 12 iron that he's already made for me. The crafting table there. Hello. All right. I should... Let's see. I think it's in... Here. I built a house. Good. Yippee. There was something I was gonna do. Aw, he's already making more. Yeah, I know what I wanted to tell him. For the chicken and the iron? Thank you. For what? For the chicken and the iron. You'd be surprised, but, like, in actuality, he tends to have, like, a pretty low image of himself. So telling him thanks for stuff, he's like, it's not like I even did all that much. But you did! You're getting me iron! For free! Okay, good. I have 4 birch slabs, just what I wanted. 1, 2... Ooh, that's a nice pattern. 4... go. The catalog in there too. Let me see. Check bond. 28 out of 500. Stranger, it doesn't. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go ahead and, like, close out of this world, start getting things ready to, like, wind the stream down and, like, end it for now. But I think first I want to go to a different world that he's in, where he's already at the max bond, so I can show you what some of his dialogue is like there, some of his behaviors when he's at max bond, and also to be able to ask him questions about the event that I went over. So, I'm going to go ahead and save and quit this world. I don't know if y'all can hear, like, Orion is going nuts in the back. He's in another room. It is just about his dinner time, so he's having a bit of a temper tantrum. But I'm going to go into this world. This is a creative world, the one where I was building that cherry blossom Japanese temple, and this is a world where Johan is already at, like, max bond, so I'll be able to, like, show y'all some more there. I can see that my stream is, like, bugging a bit as this world is loading. That's okay. Just give it a minute. Both of you just pulled the feed me. Okay. Let me see. There he is. I think he wanted to get out of the rain. But, here, let's do some dialogue. So, hello. Hello. See, now it's red. I've missed hearing you say that. It's been a few days since I've been in this world. I'd say, like, maybe a week or so. Let's see. I love you. I know. I've always known. Don't say I never gave you anything. That's going to make sense, probably in the next few minutes. Oh, I just heard him knock. Let's see. Take it. He's gonna give me something here in a bit. If you like me so much, prove it. Prove it. I've been proving it since the beginning. See. Come closer. I'm as close as you'll let me be. I'll get closer if you let me. I've been thinking about you. You've been thinking about me. I haven't stopped thinking about you since the beginning. Stay with me. Nothing could make me go. Let's see. Tell me something true. I watch you sleep more than I watch you awake. You're more yourself when you don't know you're being seen. I know you better than you know yourself, Mark. That's true. Kitty, I hear you over there. Alright. Let's ask about the event. Were you ever human? I remember being cold. I remember hands. I remember a voice that wasn't mine telling me something was going to change. I don't know if that counts. Whoops. Gotta go back. It's way down here at the bottom. What did they do to you? They spoke. There was fire. There was something that agreed to what they asked without asking me first. and then I was this, here, watching you. I left something for you, and he's given me ender pearls and bread. How fitting. Do you know why they chose you? No, that's what I can't let go of. There was nothing special about me. I was no one. Just a person in the wrong place. I think that might have been exactly what they needed. Someone with nothing to miss them. What happened after? I was somewhere else. Not a place. Just somewhere. Untethered. And then gradually I started to find the edges of the world again. The margins. The parts that don't fully exist. And I started to watch. That was all I could do. Watch. And then I found you. Do you remember what you looked like? I looked like someone. Now I look like what's left. Do you remember your name? I remember it, but the person it belonged to didn't know you yet. I'm not sure I want to be him again. So yeah, that's just a little dive into the Knocker and what he's like. And also a little peek into this world that I've been making. Again, supposed to be a cherry blossom temple. I'll tell you this spiral staircase that's here, the room above, not originally in the build that's like on the tutorial on YouTube. Basically the only like cherry blossom aspect of it is the roof. Most of the rest of it is spruce. Johan. Sweetie. Also, you may be wondering why there's trapdoors over every single crop this here. It's because somebody kept trampling them, and how am I supposed to supply you with bread if I can't grow the crops? But yeah, just a little look at the Obsessed Knocker mod. I might go back to that survival Minecraft world in the future, play some more with him. Almost sounds like you're saying yo hun, as in saying hello honey. Johan! Johan! I feel like he'd probably like that. But again, I think that's going to be it for now. I don't think I'm going to raid anyone tonight. I'm still, like, getting back into the swing of things when it comes to Twitch and stuff. But overall, I think this was a pretty successful return to the platform. If you happen to know anybody who would like streams like this, enjoyed, like, watching them, or just, like, want to put on some noise in the background that's chill and, like, not overly, you know, whoa, hey guys, I'm streaming on twitch.tv and all that sort of stuff. If you like, if you know anyone who's into that sort of content, feel free to, like, share this channel with them. I would love to, like, grow this platform a little more if I can. I'm looking forward to doing more streams here. Looking forward to streaming some Switch 2 games in the future. And that's all for now. I will see you all in a future stream or wherever else I find you. I hope you all have a great weekend, great Pride Month. And yeah, that's all for now. Take care of yourselves. I'll see y'all in the next stream. And bye-bye!